everyone, this is Jen and I am back with another video. It's been a while since my last video because I had moved from Arizona to my home state, Montana, and it's so good to be close to my family again and close to my buddy Gail. I'm still trying to get up to see her and hopefully have a little play date with Gail. I'm sure all of you know Gail. I'm talking about the one and only Gail Agostinelli. She's amazing. But anyway, yeah, the move was a little bit insane, as most of you probably know and have heard, but I'm getting settled, and so I was really excited to get into my studio. It's not all the way set up, but enough to where I can at least get a video put together and get started. So that is what I thought I would do. I just thought I'd dive in and get started creating. So what I thought I would start with is we had my mom's kit that I showed all of you, I think it was a few months ago, and then I came out with the From Mom with Love digital collection. I wanted to share with you the second part of From Mom with Love. Now, I believe it's been almost 2 months since I released the first part. I can't believe how fast time goes by. So I do have the second part done and everything now. I have the part 1 and part 2 in a bundle. And then I also have it to where if you've already purchased part 1, you can get part 2 separately. And the price point ends up working out to be the same because I'm going to offer a coupon code for the bundle and for part 2 in the newsletter, so be on the lookout for that. So I just wanted to share with you what comes in part 2 of the collection, and then I'm going to do a little overview of what comes in the entire bundle. So these are some of the new papers from part 2. And I wanted to do some more background papers because I figured as I was going through and doing the journal workshop, which you're going to see in some upcoming videos where I'm using this collection and my mom's kit, I found I really needed some more background papers to work with. So I have these that I created in part 2 of the collection. So some more florals. And those sunflowers, which I thought tie in well with kind of a late summer fall theme. And then I did some stationery papers. So I have those lined stationery papers. I did 4 large ones and then some smaller ones. And I'm going to show how you can incorporate these in your journal, so even though it's portrait, you could print it landscape, or I'm going to show you how again how you can use these in your journal even though it's going in a portrait landscape, portrait orientation. Here's the smaller ones that I did, so this is like the journal size layout. But I have some ideas on how I'm going to incorporate these larger ones into some of our signature pages, which I will show you in the upcoming videos. And then I wanted some receipts. My mom was the one, she asked me to do some receipts, and I have a video. I've already done quite a few videos prior to this one, so I have quite a few videos that I'm going to be launching because I was going to try to do more videos. It's been my goal to do videos daily. We'll be showing in some upcoming videos some things that I have in the works as far as old receipts and Etsy shares and so forth. So that's coming up. And so these are the receipts that I did. And I did experiment with these and printed some of them on colored paper, which I'll show you. I bought some colored paper from Staples, and I found that their price point was actually cheaper than Amazon, and their shipping, I think I got it within like 3 to 5 days, and I didn't have to pay for any shipping because I spent at least, I think if you spend at least $30, you don't have to pay for shipping. Might be $50. but I think it was 30. Anyway, I got some beautiful colored copy paper from Staples, which I show in some upcoming videos. And then I have some laced stained papers. And these could go, I guess, whichever way. I wanted to do bigger lace patterns. I don't know, I've done a lot of smaller, and I just kind of liked the look of this larger lace print on here, so I kind of thought they turned out neat. And I thought that these would work really well in the collection. So there's 5 of those, so you get your 5 stained papers. And again, this is just part 2 of the collection. So if you get the bundle, this is a huge collection. All my collections, as you know, are pretty ginormous. Okay, and then I have these Trifolds is kind of what I was thinking on doing with this. Whoops, this isn't the right one. So you could have these covers, and then I have this little pocket page here, and you know, you can make this little journal with this. Is kind of what I was thinking for these. So there's those. And then there's a few envelopes with some ephemera on the side. And these are kind of nice because you just do 3 folds and then you have your envelope. And I was going to make some wax seals because I got some new wax and stamps in, which I'm going to show all of you later down the road how I'm going to make those wax seals. And then I printed one on vellum, and I printed some other things on vellum. It's been a while since I've used vellum, and I don't know why, because it's so beautiful. I thought that I would do some of these prints in the vellum paper and really like the way that it turned out. So that is part 2. These are the papers and some of the envelopes, and then there's a whole bunch more of ephemera. I did these ones in vellum, and then I have just some of the ephemera that comes in part 2. But I'm going to go ahead and jump ahead here and show you everything, like the entire kit, because I want you to really see all the ephemera that you get with the entire collection. So you have your smaller pieces of ephemera, which I'm going to show you. I have these pieces of ephemera, and they're in a PNG format, meaning it's got a transparent background, so you can print these on vellum and you can see there's no background there. And these create just, you know, lovely vellum pieces of ephemera. So I'm going to show you those. And then there's butterflies, lots of butterflies. And then journal cards and larger pieces of ephemera here. And then the paper dolls. And then frames. So you'll be getting all of this ephemera in the kit. And then some of the other papers that I didn't show because I was just showing what came in part 2. I'll go through part 1 and show you some of those papers for those of you who haven't seen or didn't purchase part 1. There's this one, which I think is so cute. My mom and the bicycle and the hot air balloon. And then here's one of the background papers. And here's another background paper. And this is a little more simple because I wanted to use those paper dolls and, you know, have somewhat of a plain background. So some of these, as you can see, I didn't make them really busy on these backgrounds. And then there's another clock background paper. And then there's this one with the teapot. And then this one. And then I have the ones where, you know, you saw like there's this background here, but then I have the ones with my mom in them. And it's got, you know, a little more to it. And then there's this one. Oh, and there's one other one with her. And then there's this one. So those are the extra papers that come in part 1 of the collection. So you get a lot of papers. There's a lot. And then the freebies that I'm going to add in the kit is this one and this one. And then you'll get this one. So you'll get these 3 papers in the freebie kit and some ephemera as well. And you'll get these mason jars with these flowers. So this will come in the freebies, in the newsletter, be on the lookout for it, and I'll also have the coupon code. Okay, so there are all of the papers that come in part 1 of the collection. Oh, and then there were also these 2 envelopes that come in part 1 as well. So, lots and lots and lots of paper here. Get lots to work with. So that is part 1 and part 2, and then the ephemera, which I was showing you. So you'll get the smaller ephemera pieces. I went ahead and cut all of these out. So these come on a sheet, but I made them so that they were very easy to cut out. So you're going to get all of these ephemera pieces here. And you'll get some sentiments and some little ticket things, some stamps, and some flowers. And then some corners, and some little, I don't know what you would call these, but kind of like some hinge things. Some more flowers. And then I printed a few in vellum just so you can see how cool these look printed in vellum. And a little receipt. And then just some little bits and bobs in here and some sentiments. And when I did this, it was actually springtime. However, I think that this is a collection that you could use spring, summer, fall. It's got the sunflowers, so you know, it's kind of a neat collection for all year long. It was inspired, of course, you know, my mom and being on the farm, so I kind of wanted a little bit of a farm country sort of feel to this collection. So there are all of the little pieces of ephemera that you will get in the collection. Lots and lots and lots. And then you'll get butterflies. So you get a whole sheet of butterflies, and I cut some out here, but these I printed in vellum. And then I have the ones that I printed on 110-pound white cardstock. So you can see lots of nice-sized butterflies to work with here. So if you ever have anything that looks, you know, like it's not printing out right, be sure to check your printer cartridge because that's how it should have looked, and that's how, you know, it printed before I changed my toner. Yeah, I was running out of black or something. So, because I do, you know, try to make sure the color's really nice and vibrant. But there's all the butterflies, lots and lots of butterflies. So you'll get those. These come in part 2 of the collection, but again, I'll have all of this bundled, part 1 and 2 bundled, for those of you who have not purchased part 1 yet. So there's all these butterflies. So look at all this ephemera you get to work with. Lots and lots and lots of ephemera here. And then here are the vellum pieces that I did. And again, I printed these so they don't have a background. It's a transparent background. So if you do want to print these on vellum, or you can just print them on white paper if you want. They'll turn out black and white. But my idea was I wanted all of this to be, you know, printed on vellum. And look at how neat. Get these nice vellum pieces here that have, you know, there's no background. So I just think these turned out so neat. And this is something, you know, that I haven't really done before. I just thought it'd be really neat to add these vellum pieces to the journal. So yeah, you know, pick yourself up some vellum. I'll leave a link on where I get my vellum from. I usually get it from Hobby Lobby when they have it 50% off, but if not, I will leave an Amazon link because I pick some up from Amazon as well. So, and you could print these on a colored background if you wanted. I might try that as well, but my main thought here was the vellum. I was going for the vellum. And these all are kind of like floral and receipt, postmark sort of images here. So you'd get all of those, and this is in part 2 of the collection as well. But again, I will have it bundled in part 1 and part 2. Then there's the larger journal cards. I told you this collection is huge. So you get your larger ephemera pieces, and I thought it'd be fun to work with some of these larger, you know, signs and things. Then you have your journal cards. There's a few receipts. But again, I was thinking of journal cards for these, so you could write on the back. Yeah, I really went to town on journal cards and ephemera with this kit. This one, my yellow toner was running out, so this has more of a bluer tint than what it should. It's not quite this blue, but thought you could get a good idea of how these would look. And then I have 2 big flap cards here that I created as well. So there's those. And then, yes, there's more. I did some frames, and I think there's actually more frames than what I have cut out here. So you'll get all these wonderful frames. You know, I thought we could have fun with these and create some little flaps with these. And I cut out the center of this. You know, you could leave it, but I thought it'd be neat to kind of create a pocket. You could back it against one of these, just kind of layer. So that was my idea. So these nice plain backgrounds here, and I just thought it would be fun just to kind of play around. It has these kind of have a metal, kind of distressed metal look to them, which I liked. So there are some of the frames. Again, I don't think this is all. I think there's more than this. But here's another one where I cut out the middle and just thought it'd be kind of fun to layer those together. And then last are the paper dolls. And these, again, are of my mom, which is why the collection is called From Mom with Love. And I think there's actually a few more of these as well. I just didn't get them all cut out or printed, or I'm not sure. But there's a few more than what's here. So you'll get these. So get these paper dolls. Isn't she cute? I have to say my mom was absolutely adorable. I mean, these are just so cute. I love this one. This one is my absolute favorite. So there's also these two, which I have as cards, or you could have them as a little pocket. So you could, you know, glue these sections here and then put one of these little journal cards in there and create a cute little pocket with them. So there is all of the paper dolls, the ephemera, journal cards. Yeah, lots to this collection. And then of course, you know, all of the papers that you would get. And this is the combination of part 1 and part 2. I have the link below on where you can get this. Look out for the newsletter, and that will have the coupon code in it as well as the freebies. And then in my upcoming videos that you'll see, I have already filmed them and have them ready to go. I have where we'll be starting on the covers of the book, the front and the back, and then I also have a signature page ready to go. So be on the lookout for those other videos. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you love this collection. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you back soon with another video.